Alright, beautiful people. Alright, this is a continuation video. This is part 2 of how to drive your truck without clutch. And like I explained to you, it is for the learner driver. It's for experienced driver. Don't do it if you are a rookie. You are going to damage a lot of things if you don't know how to do it. That is, if you do it wrongly, you are going to damage your gear system. You are going to wear your clutch. Alright, but if you know how to do it very well, you are going to save your clutch plate from wearing too fast because you are a pro. What pro does is saving things, cutting expenses. But if you don't know how to do it, you are going to shoot yourself on the ankle. So don't do it. Learn, calm down and watch my videos. I have done a lot of videos concerning how to float gears, that is to drive without clutch. Go down there and you are going to watch everything. Alright, who is calling me? Oh, it ended. Let's go inside now and talk about how to drive your truck without clutch. Like I told you, there is what I did in that video. Maybe you go back and watch that part 1. Because if you want to change your gear, it works with rev counter. You are going to watch your rev counter. I'm going to apply it on the screen so that you know what is rev counter. Where the counter that counts the RPM. You already know what RPM means. RPM means rolling revolution per minute or rolling power per minute. So you may have understood what revolution per minute means. If you don't know about it, you go ahead and research about it. You watch my video. I have done a lot of video concerning RPM. So because you are going to work with your RPM if you really want to drive truck without clutch. Many people do it with sound, and I think it is dangerous, but because most of the time they still do mistake. Because most of the time the sound of the engine might be deceiving. They try to force the gear and they wouldn't get exactly what they need. So, but the best knowledge is checking the RPM. And you know many trucks in Africa, they use 1400 to 1600 RPM before it accepts another gear. So what are you going to do is to rev. You fire very well. You make sure you fire your trucks to get to 1400 RPM or 1600 RPM before it accepts another gear. I'm going to attach the instrument cluster, which is the rev counter, so that you will understand what I'm talking better. All right, so the mechanism or the secret of this driving truck without clutch is just simple. Many people don't understand it, so I'm going to leak that secret now. So like I told you, I'm breaking a lot of cultures. The culture of watch me, you will understand. I'm teaching you everything from scratch. All those things they didn't teach you, all those things they do out of experience, out of trial and error method, I'm teaching you that so that you know it before doing it. So you don't do it because you saw people doing it. You must know the reason you are doing it. Because if you ask old truckers how they change gears without clutch, they will only tell you to watch them. And they do it with sound. And what the sound, those sound is either 1400, 1600 RPM sound. Most of the time the sound doesn't get to damn RPM, and you see the truck jerk, or you make the propeller will make sound. But if you are a learned trucker who understand why you should change your gear at that point, you watch your rev counter, and if that rev counter gets to 1400, 1600, like it is here on the dashboard, it is either 15 or 10. That is the point it gets to 1400 or 1600, and that is when it will take the gear effortlessly. So when you rev your rev counter to 1600 rolling power per minute, it is going to detach. The gear system is going to detach. Alright, just like you match clutch. That is the same thing it does. It detaches itself and it allows you to remove the gear. That is, you disengage. Then you rev it again. It allows you to engage. It opens for you to engage, just like you match clutch again. So many people say that you are damaging something, you are doing this, you are doing, because they don't understand too. They may say that you are damaging your clutch plate or you are damaging your gear system. That is not how it works. When you rev up to 1600 or 1400, it opens for you to apply gear. And the gear you are applying, make sure it is the momentum for that gear. It must be accurate with the RPM. Alright, so it is not like you are going to apply 9 gear and you are returning it to
to second gear or third gear. No, don't do that. You are going to damage a lot of things. So secondly, all this thing you are doing, you must be doing it very fast. Like when you rev it, you match it to up to 1600, you disengage, you rev it again up to 1600, you engage. This thing I talked will happen within second. It will happen within a second or 2 seconds. It's okay. So you don't need to wait for 5 seconds or 10 seconds before you do all this thing I just explained to you. So you do it with fastness. All right, don't wait for anybody to tell you or waiting for the engine to give you orders. Nobody's going to give you that order. So that is the little things here. And again, you use your momentum, you use your sense to calculate how the truck is moving, so you know the appropriate gear to apply. Don't make mistake of applying wrong gears, because it might lead you to rolling back, or it might lead you to damaging your propeller or damaging your clutch plate. Don't do that. And if you have question concerning this video I made, go ahead and ask. Or if it's something I'm going to make video for, I'm going to drop a video concerning your question. Thanks and remain blessed. Bye bye.